Hello everybody and welcome, my name is Ursa and this is Victoria 3, a game that possibly is one of the most complicated creations I've ever come across. Why do I play it? No one knows, but it's good fun and I am determined to crack it. I hope you are as well. Now the learning curve on this game is steep and this is a series of videos where I am literally learning to play it from day one and you get to watch me do it. This is not a guide that has been created because I know what I'm doing. This is literally me learning the game, eating my own words and actually going and failing at things on camera so that you can physically see what goes well, what doesn't go well. I really think it should be a fun experience. Now, as in my last game as Sweden, the first attempt at this, you're going to see me do a lot of things wrong. That's totally normal. Feel free to leave it in the comments if you've got any constructively good advice about things to pick up and things to do. There are lots and lots of good guides on the internet about how to play Victoria 3. I'd recommend having a look at some of those. I will put my own out once I figured out how to play the game, but until then we're going to make use of the brilliant Learn the Game tutorials, and today we're going to be playing as Belgium. Just as we dive in, remember I do have a Ko-fi and a Patreon if you want to support the channel. Thank you so much for all the interaction on the videos, with the likes and the comments and everything that helps me slay the algorithm. Let's just jump in. Now, compared to Sweden, which was an absolutely massive country, Belgium is a little diddy thing. It's only got 2 provinces. Oh, 2 states, I should say. This feels more manageable. I don't know why we didn't just start with this one. This is better. Everyone seems happy. Everyone seems cheerful. All the bars are green at the top. I actually have more of a GDP than I did with Sweden, I believe. Is that right? Yes, it is. Look at that. I actually have 1.3 more than Sweden. Ha ha ha. The suckers. I actually have more population as well. Crazy when you consider how small the country is. What we're going to be doing is doing what we did before. Basically just going through the journal and learning to play the game like this. So first goal is to build a basic building. We're going to up a wheat farm from 7 to 8 in Wallonia. Now I know how to do this. This is fine. We go to production lens, we pick on Wallonia, we go to buildings and we find the wheat farm in question and we up it by 1 point. And you can see as we put time on, everything will continue to push through beautifully and we'll build a province. Now I know at the beginning of any game of Vicky 3 there's a huge amount of micromanagement you can do to make this optimized. We're not going to be doing that. We're going to be following the tutorial today. Next up, we need to change the production method on the wheat farms in Wallonia. Okay, we will. Crazily, this is actually, by the way, the most productive wheat farm in the world. I feel like we're about to ruin that by changing just anything at the moment. I could go to citrus. It's currently on vineyards. I kind of like that. Harvesting tools is way more effective, but I'm just going to put it onto ox-powered plows just for a second, just so that we can see the difference here. We need to just change it for a couple of weeks just to make sure that we do the quest. It actually, yeah, it's weird. It actually takes more people to do that. I'll put it back before I forget. There we go. It's more efficient if there are less people on the farm and it's just making more stuff, don't you think? Next up, there is a paper mill in Flanders that needs to be improved because apparently it makes a load of money. Should we have a look? 21.8, that's pretty good. Number 1 paper mills in the world. Yeah, you know what? I feel like Belgium is a country that's working really nicely, and I'm just going to come in and ruin everything. This is already look, it's number 2 now. I feel like this is exactly what I'm doing. I'm just coming into a country and going, hey, you were doing great without me. Now you're going to be doing absolutely terribly. And donezo. So next up, fix unproductive building. A chemical plant in Wallonia is not productive and it is not making money. Oh boy, no, that is not making money at all. Why is that? Feels like if it had a problem, it's sort of fixing itself now. It's losing, it's unable to hire though. Why aren't you? Oh, it's because the wage it's offering. Hang on, average annual wages is higher. Well, this could be one of the reasons why. Fertilizer is a very low price at the moment. You can see that it's minus 28% of what it should be. So, is it possible that we can sell it to people? We could sell it to France, and that would up the price of fertilizer in my market by about 50%. So we'll do that, and fingers crossed, as we look at it, you'll see this sort of price begin to go up. Yeah, look, the price is massively rising now, so that's good. good. Okay, no, it just collapsed again. Oh no. I think it's now because the price of explosives is massively down. So what we're going to do is just try and export some more. You can see we can actually sell a load to the French, massive a load to the French. We'll just try and do that. Yeah, look, there we go. The price of that's recovered now. And apparently we fixed the building. I'm not entirely sure I did, but what are you going to do? Next up, it just simply wants me to raise my GDP to 8.23. Now, I know how to do this. This basically is a thing of just build. And if we look at the agriculture, sorry, the production lens, it seems like if there are peasants, then they are just subsistence farming, and peasant subsistence farming doesn't really do a huge amount for me. So we're going to basically just try and employ as many of them as we can. Oh, I was given the option actually to reform my governments. I'm going to do that. The intelligentsia is somebody that my king really likes. I'm just going to put the free trade party in. I like industrialists. What we're going to do is we're actually going to just see if we can make them happy. I'm actually putting loads of, yeah, they want to join the liberal party. Okay, this is cool. So we've got like a crazy legitimate government now. That's awesome. So first of all, what I'm going to do is go to my political lands and go to the decrees. These seem to work really well for me last time. I can encourage the resource industry. I can encourage agricultural industry, and I could encourage manufacturing industry. These are the three types of goods. And if I do that, I'll just make more stuff, apparently. I feel like making manufacturing is always a good thing to do. And if we take a look at the two states, you'll see that there is a little bit of mining here, but buildings wise, I've got a bit of everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to focus on building probably in one area. I'm going to build in Flanders. It's my capital area, and it's got a lot more infrastructure, huge amount more. So I'm going to do a greener grass campaign here. That should encourage people to move. I'll do a resource industry, an agricultural. Oh no, I can't do that. You can only do one at a time. Right. Okay. Well, I'll do there we go. I can do manufacturing and resource apparently. Fine. Well, it is what it is. That's used up some of my authority. I had a little bit spare, so that's fine. Looking through, I'm checking out my market price, and I'm wondering what's undervalued that's basic. Like at the moment, transportation and wood, and also iron. My basic resources are undervalued at the moment. So wood is the big one. What can I build that uses wood? Tooling workshops. There you go. These make tools. I think tools actually are relatively well valued at the moment. The further you have to go down, the better. Yeah, they're really well valued at the moment. So I'm going to build a tooling workshop. So we get that going. You can see I have a lovely investment pool, which is going to run out quickly. And you can see we can actually afford to be building quite a few things at the same time. So I might improve my construction a little bit. Oh, the other thing I was going to do was basically go to my industrialists. I want to make my industrialists the most important people. I'm giving it a try this time. I just want to pick a faction and go, yes, you're my favorite. So I am going to follow their advice. And I'm going to use the last of my authority just to bolster the industrialists a little bit more. I'm also going to put a new law in, laissez-faire. This is massively liked by the industrialists. They like it +10, so I'm going to try and put that through. And because they're in government, chances of that going through are pretty high. So I'm building one more construction center quickly. It'll give me just a couple more construction pieces, and then I can use all of these to make the tooling workshop. I think everything can be put like 20 different, or 20 efficiency could be thrown into something normally, and after that point it gets a little bit inefficient. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So making those, I might as well make 2, and we'll see if that makes a big difference. So we built these 2 now. That's good. We've got a huge amount of money actually, so I can be building a lot more here. I'm just going to up my construction just another 2, because then I can build loads of stuff really quickly. I've got such a big budget at the moment, I might as well just make use of it. So you can see, unfortunately now the cost of tools is slightly lower, so I'm making probably a bit too much there, but that's fine. It's just little tweaks of stuff is kind of what we need. What's the market price of things? What's the best thing to make right now? Sulfur. I can't build sulfur. That is not something I can do in my land, but groceries, I feel like I can. That uses grain and it uses sugar. Well, it reckons that liquor isn't very cost effective at the moment, but groceries is, so that's fine. I'll make another one, and can I sell more liquor onto the market? Oh, I most certainly can. To the Portuguese, they want a drink. Okay, I will not complain. Oh, my bureaucracy is a little bit too high at the moment. Why is that? I'm using quite a lot of it on trade routes. Okay, normally if you go up here, you can see unproductive trade routes. Exporting fertilizer to the British market is unproductive. I'll stop that, and therefore I should hopefully get some bureaucracy back. Nope, it made no difference. Maybe because I wasn't using it? I don't know. What's this one? I guess I could just up my government administration. Let's just do that. That's an easy way of doing it. So I'll just make some more government administration. It'll cost me just a little bit of money. And you can see when I'm building, I go into a slight deficit, but I'm still doing this. Oh, I actually, yeah, I pushed my GDP. I did it. I did the route. Lovely. So apparently there is a shortage of iron, which means that it's expensive. Oh yeah, there's a huge shortage of iron. Why? I mean, what's using all of it? Construction sector. Oh, because I'm building things that's using iron. I feel like that's not going to happen for a long time, but sure, we'll go to this and maybe I'll get a new import route and we'll import it from Prussia, who are selling it for not much at all. Oh dear, my bureaucracy has taken a bit of a hit, but I mean, basically this is just a quest now. I'm just gonna cancel that route briefly. I don't like it at all. Fix capacity deficit. Okay, we're doing this. This is, yeah, we're fixing that. That's good. Next one is that they want to get access to fabric. Okay, so I could either trade for it or I can try building for fabric. I think, which one was fabric? Was it livestock? It was. So I'm going to make just one more fabric. The livestock, it should hopefully fix that problem for me. There we go. We fixed that, and then we are trying to work on fabric a little bit. You can see now that I've made this new, yes, okay, it worked. Perfect. I think the price of fabric is now coming down a little bit. The next quest actually says that I need to bolster an interest group. I'm already doing that, weirdly. So yeah, that's handy. Okay, it's not really telling me to do anything right now, so I'm just going to keep meddling and keep building things. The Belgian market has a shortage of engines and fine clothing. Okay, engines, I know this one is motor industries, right? So we'll build that, and then fine clothes, textile mills we'll move this one to craftsman sewing. Let's just see if that makes a difference. Well, the shortage of engines has disappeared, which is a good thing. I need synthetic plants or silk plantations for silk. Synthetic plants needed a tech. I did just see that. It was like aniline or something, which, I mean, I'm not entirely sure I know where or what that is. Oh, it's here. Okay, this is what this leads to down there. I mean, aniline is there. Okay, right. Silk is, yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Okay, we're not going to be able to fix that one, I don't think. So this one is a genuine thing that we need to import, and I'll import it from Britain. Apparently I have a trade agreement with Britain, so I think we can do that pretty nicely. So next up, we have to make sure that the armed forces have a positive impression of my government. They really don't like me at all. I think if we pass one law that they enjoy, then we should be good. And it feels like policing, no police. I feel like something like that is something they would like. Let's go to a dedicated police force. Okay, yeah, I like this. This seems like a very effective thing for a government to do. So we'll put that through. That should make that happy. And we also need to pass a health law. Okay, we'll do that afterwards. We can only, I think, do one at a time. So in the meantime, I'm just going to continue building things. You can see clothing still is incredibly in high demand, as is steel. Clothing and steel. So these are the two things that I'm going to produce. I've got so much money as well. I'm actually going to up my construction just a little bit. Let's just do this. Come on, throw it in. Build things at the speed of light. Why not? Let's use all of our money. Let's bankrupt ourselves. That's what I've done in all of the other training games so far. So why break a habit of a lifetime, eh? We've got a huge iron shortage as well, so I'll just quickly up my iron mines. I might as well up my coal and logging at the same time. Let's get some base resources. This is all in Wallonia. All of the base stuff is happening over here, and then all of the cool stuff's happening over in Flanders. this. I mean, this is probably not the way to do it, but this is what I'm doing. Seems like it's furniture and food, again, are the two things here that are the most expensive. So, I mean, sure, furniture and food. Why not? If it's golden, clearly it's doing something well. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep improving all of this stuff. Now I realized that I can't actually put in a rule on health system because nobody is willing to do it, right? Like this is the problem. Nobody wants this to change. But somebody that does want it to change would be Catholic Church, or industrialists actually would like private health insurance. Has invented pharmaceuticals, it's got to do first. So I've got to get the church in, I think, the charities. Yeah, okay, the industrialists are not going to like this one unless I invent pharmaceuticals. Which I think is something I could do. Yeah, there we go. I'll do that in a little bit, so I'll put that through in a second. Okay, I mean, it's all going well so far. Do I want to change this up at all? I think I could reform the government. It's pretty legitimate at the moment. Yeah, there's nothing I really want to change on that one. That's fine. And again, I'm just checking the market, and you can see iron and wood have both reared their heads once again. So we will absolutely be trying to get more of those. I'm just thinking, actually, can I put another decree on? Resource? I think I've already got resource on this area, haven't I? Yeah, so that's good. So I guess we'll keep on doing this. Logging and iron. Just make me some new stuff. We're just going to drain our gold reserves and just make it all. So I put through the dedicated police force. That helps the armed forces a little bit. Perfect. So now we need to put through a health system a little change, and private health insurance is actually now chancing, so we just need to hold on this one. I think we should be able to put this through soon. So we're basically just waiting for it to pop up as an option. I think it's because I have industrialists in my government and they're 27% liked, so every 180 days there's a chance that might go through. You never know. Nothing's under construction again. Clothes and furniture are still popping up as being things. I mean, this is crazy. Fine, clothes, furniture, and some tools whilst I'm at it. I mean, at this point, you might as well just build it, I say. Build it and they will come. Oh my goodness, have a look at how many radicals I have. This can't be a good thing. I don't know about this. Well, why is everyone a radical? Oh, rural folk. Oh, I think I might have annoyed the rural folk and that's all the peasants. Oh no, I think I might have a peasant uprising on my hands. Because the rural folk are really, really unhappy. So how do we make the rural folk happy? This is something we need to probably prioritize at the moment. The best way to deal with this, I think, is just to remove as many people from being peasants as possible, although labourers do also follow rural folk, which is a bit of a problem. You know, I've already changed the economic system once, but I'm actually going to have to go for agrarianism, which I believe is like farming preference. I'll put that through. The industrialists don't like that, but everyone else does. But the industrialists, I found 101 things that they do like. So I think I can fix them separately, but I feel bad about all of these radicals, you know? It just feels like a bad idea. Basically, at the moment, I'm just finding any industry that has good cash reserves and going, yeah, that's probably doing something good. So we'll just do that. So I'm researching a technology. I'm still trying to enact this law, which I'm hoping I should be able to do very soon. Health system. I've actually unlocked what I was looking for in terms of the technology. So once I've finished enacting a law, I'm really, really hoping it should work for me and we should be able to go through it. Next up, it wants me to put a road maintenance decree on this below state. I don't think I need to do that. I think it might have asked me to do that whilst I didn't have infrastructure, but I now do have infrastructure, so you know, we'll put it on, we'll keep it on for 12 weeks and then I'll take it off again because I'm pretty sure I don't need to do that. Okay, I can take the road maintenance off now, and it's now asking me to increase immigration in this state, so I'm just going to run a greener grass campaign over here instead. That'll probably do the same thing. Here we go, I can finally put through private health insurance. There we go, that's perfect. I feel good about this. This is one of the things we needed to do, and I can also now change my government around. Not that it really makes a difference. The rural folk at least don't hate me anymore, which is a good thing. I feel like that's good for radicals. Yeah, and everyone seems to have just sort of calmed down, just a smidge. It's now saying that I don't have infrastructure in my bottom province, so I need to build another railway. So I shall. I'll do that quickly. Pretty easy to do. While I'm at it, I'm going to do it in my top state as well. Seems to be pretty decent. Oh, hang on. Okay, I think I figured it out. Right, my peasants. My peasants are struggling. They have a terrible standard of living. That's why they're so radical. How do I fix that? This is a very valid question. My laborers are not struggling, apart from these ones. These ones are struggling, but most of them aren't. So, in theory, if I just stop them being peasants, I think that works. Okay, we're going to do what we did with Sweden. I'm just going to keep building things until that peasant number comes down as low as I can. Okay, we have private health insurance now. Perfect. That's good. Okay, we need to increase education to level 3. That, I think, is if we go into institutions and go to here. So at the moment it's level 2, which means we have education access 20%, conversion 40%. This one gives us, okay, but even better. That's good. 30%. So how much would that increase? Changing to level 3. Did it not say how much it was going to cost? Like, because that has a cost, right? I'm pretty sure that has a cost. Oh, here it is. Okay, it would cost 36 bureaucracy. Oh, I have that. That's fine. Oh, law enforcement. Minus 5% radicals. Yes, we want that as well. I want that, absolutely. Okay, so we may need some bureaucracy at some point, but that we'll tick that up in a second. That's not a problem. So wood and iron are still really expensive. I wonder, can we change this? Because I haven't actually changed my production methods at all here. Iron working is using a pump. That's good. I could use nitroglycerin, which would give me explosives. I don't know if I have explosives though. Could use rail transportation though. That would mean that I had less laborers. Okay, but I'm trying to actually make myself mine more at the moment. So I need more people. More people need to work. That's probably not what I want to be doing. No, until I get steam donkeys, which are just the most amazingly named things ever, and I love it. I think we're all good. So, I mean, it's asking me to do more wood and whatever, so I will. The other thing I need to do is increase relations with Spain. Spain. How much does Spain like me? They like me 20. This is what I find really weird. Like, okay, does it mean that I mean, if I improve relations with them, let's just do that. I'll use some of my diplomacy. I'm pretty sure that will happen really quick. So we won't worry about that for now. Oh, look at this. I'm still actually profitable even when I'm making things. Oh, well, in that case, I need to just continually make things. This is probably what I need to take away from this. Just keep making everything. Resources, I'm just gonna dig everything out of the ground. We need as many base resources as we can at the moment. I want my radicals to go down. I feel like they're probably not, but we'll give it a good go. So education access has been improved now, which is good. Law enforcement, again, I'd love it if we can get these radicals down even more. So we'll do this. And minus, I mean, it doesn't feel like the health system's doing anything at the moment. Minus 0% per wealth. They're all 0%. I guess it's just a really small, I mean, I'm assuming it's just really just a typo, and I'm going to do it anyway, but what can you do? Oh, furniture's getting really expensive again. This is what you love to see. You love to see that, because I can make furniture all day. Well, there appears to be some sort of military revolt happening within the sort of German lands. I'm not entirely sure that is something I need to be too worried about, so we'll just ignore that for now. Earn an obligation. I've seen this before and I was unsure about how to exactly do this one anyway. This is weird. Okay, so now we have to raise ourselves to the rank of a great power, which I believe is like 10 or above? Maybe? Not sure. No, 7 and above. Okay, so we're a major power apparently. That's cool. But to get to Italy, our economy is just under, but we need way more prestige. Way more prestige. Power production of military forces will help arts academies and monuments. All right, let me have a look at this. This is probably something we can do here. So we've just messed with my economy massively, upgraded everything at once, which is never a good idea. And now I need to make some glassworks at the very least. We've got a shortage of sugar, of transportation and explosives. Sugar, transportation, explosives. Well, transportation, I know. That one is railways. Explosives were in chemical plants. I've already got a few of these somewhere, I'm pretty sure. I saw some chemical... Oh, no, here they are. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. Okay, those should mess around with some of the, like, problems. Yeah, look, explosives have already been helped. Glass we are making. Sugar, that was in farms, wasn't it? I think I've got loads of those already. Yeah, look, there we go. So these are very profitable at the moment, these wheat farms. Okay, cool. Well, in that case, we'll just work on that. I think this was, yeah, this one was making wine in Wallonia, so we'll make it in Flanders instead. So the Radical Party is doing really, really well and is 100% legitimate. Okay, well, that's fair. I guess I could put the Catholic Party in, is it? No, they're not going to do very well. If I just shove everyone in that isn't... Yeah, look at that, 0% legitimacy. So siding with the industrialists so hard is massively helping here. Massively helping. So I've just been making more wine and sugar because, of course, that's what I do on an average day. But this prestige thing is really confusing me. So I'm actually going to try and build an arts academy in a shipyard and see what we can do. Like, I feel like I could probably build more naval bases as well. Is that a thing? Power projection? Yeah, you know what? Let's just do it. I'm just gonna build everything at least once. Why not at this point? I can't build any more barracks. Conscription centers are, I'm not entirely sure what they do. I need to do their training on warfare, but if I can get the prestige going, you know I will. I want to be a major power. I want to do it. Oh, especially because Sweden is a major power above me. How dare they? How dare they? Oh, terrible. Terrible. My standard of living's really good. I think it's because I'm working so hard on making sure that I have no peasants. Like, I do not want peasants at this point. I want to absolutely just... Maybe this is a good start of the game, right? You just spam improvements in order to make sure all of your peasants disappear. And once they've disappeared, then you look at upgrading, like, jobs and making them better. Is that a thing? This feels like something that could be a thing. My GDP is massively increasing as well, which is quite cool. I want to feel like I can play around with my budget a bit. Should we see if we can play with this? Like, I don't have any consumption taxes. I could tax something like luxury clothes and furniture, something that only affects like the top element of people, and wine as well. We could make a ton of money here. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get rid of some of my authority expenditure. Don't need these grasses greener campaigns or anything like that. I'm encouraging manufacturing, that's good. I'm encouraging resource there, that's also good. We're still bolstering the industrialists, which I feel I probably don't need to do anymore. I've been doing that for a long time and they are pretty happy. So now I can go into the budget, I can go into consumption taxes, and I can go luxury furniture, luxury clothes. Let's go for wine, because that feels like a big one, and let's go for liquor. So basically, all alcohol and fine things. These are all going to be things that I'm taxing now. Oh yes, actually that worked really well. Oh, did I just spike up the radicals massively doing that? I don't know. I have no idea what this does. I could have just crashed my, I could have absolutely just crashed myself there. Oh, this guy wants to build a university and increase industrialists. Go on then. But look, I'm actually building with minus 44,000 and I'm like totally chill. So like I can afford to get more construction centers in now, I think. This could be too many, but sometimes you just feel like you have to go for broke, and I am now going for broke. We are just building everything super quickly. Look at this. Yes. It's going to cost me quite a bit to be building everything this fast, but look how much construction power I've got now. Yes, look at that. That is a negative. That is an absolute negative. Oh boy. But look, I'm building things so quickly now. This is amazing. Oh, right. Well, I mean, everything should be filling up really quickly and my GDP should be shooting up really quickly now. I now need man at war and I need more glass. This is how I'm doing things at the moment. I'm just sort of going from this point of view. These are building man at wars. Okay, good. This seems to be working. That's brilliant. So basically you just find something you need and go, I'll grab some more of that. What on earth is Arts Academy doing? I am not sure, but if it doesn't give me prestige, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be very annoyed. I cannot work why my radicals are so high. Like it's almost... It's almost 20% of my population. This is going to get bad. How do I make people happy? Why are people not happy? What's going on here? Come on, everyone just needs to chill. There must be a way that I can work out, like, what is going on here. We're almost about to hit 1 million radicals. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Probably a bad thing. There's lots of places that are just like not hiring people. It's very odd. Like, what's going on here? Why are you not? Oh, academics became laborers. Maybe it's because I haven't got enough universities? Could that be it? Difficult to know. Burning ashes. Oh, burning ashes. That's not a nice thing to see, really, is it? Let's build one more university in each one and see if that helps. Maybe getting literacy. I feel like I just need to pay people more. But how? How do you do that? Welfare payments. Oh, is that a thing? I guess it is. Poor laws. Industrialists would like this, I think. Right, let's try this. Maybe this is a thing that we can do. Why is my bureaucratic shortfall happening all of a sudden? I don't know. No one's entirely sure why that's happening. We just assume that it happens for a reason. What do you mean one state is in turmoil because of radicals? What? No. Okay. What do I do? What do I do here? I don't know. Military, emergency relief or violent suppression. Okay. These feels like terrible things to do, but okay. Okay, I put welfare payments on. I don't know what that does. Does that do something? Subsidies, welfare payments. Oh, it costs quite a bit, but will it help bring radicals down? No one's sure. Okay, radicals are going down. That's a good thing. I feel like everyone seems to be slightly better on standard of living. I feel like if we can get poor laws through, then that will help. Because then I can actually send money through to people that need it. Maybe. We'll see. I have no idea if this is a thing. So I'm back up now to major power. And more importantly, I'm above Sweden, which is just wonderful. Look how much higher I am up for GDP. Standard of living, pretty poor. Population, I'm not even on this tree. So I mean, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Oh, so I was just messing with all my trade routes and I have a feeling that I just ruined everything. I might have turned some stuff off that I actually don't produce myself, which is a bit worrying, but maybe things will fix themselves. I don't know. I mean, these imports, look, these are all starting to rise. This is all fine. Okay, that feels a bit better. And glass is something I'm making. None of my places are actually making glass at the moment though, because no one works there, but now they should, so that's good. I reckon things are sorting themselves out, slowly. Here we go, we have welfare payments now. Cool. Now this is going to be quite expensive for me. I'm going to just take off the decree that gives emergency relief because I feel like my government does that automatically now. But look at this, where is it? Social Security, 10% welfare payments. Okay, cool. So what do I do? Yeah, I'll just up it. I'll up it a bit and see what happens. Maybe the radicals will go down. Who knows? I'm paying them money. I want them to be my friends, please. So did you see that little dip in my GDP? Yeah, that was me messing around. That went badly. That went very badly wrong. But now basically whenever something gets expensive, I'm just making loads of it. That's my goal. Now, if I can dig it from the ground, I'm doing it. I've got a lot to build. I'm spending so much money. I have so many construction goods. I probably don't need this many construction goods, but you know what? Sometimes it's fine. Oh, my bureaucracy is going down now as well. That's not good. Okay, that's something that I probably should queue to the top. Go and fix this problem for me. I need a bit more bureaucracy. We've got 20 years into the game and you can see the GDP. We've gone from, I think we've absolutely catapulted Belgium into 9th in the world. We're doing pretty good. I'm happy with how things have gone. Prestige is slowly increasing. I've just been building artwork. Like, I feel like that's a fun thing to do. I'm not entirely sure it's the most effective thing to do. Where have the Arts Academy's gone? Here we are. So, I mean, in theory, this is producing prestige for me. Extra renowned playwrights. I've got gross domestic product, country care of kingdom, power project. I mean, yeah, my power projections pretty terrible, honestly. So maybe I'd have to do more, like if we have a look at British Raj, for instance, and compare it to my own, you can see Army and Navy projection is absolutely the big thing. So I feel like in terms of this game, how I need to learn and progress, like building things and basically just looking at the market and finding things that have the worst market price and building more of that. Not a bad move, actually. I really think that's probably, it is a really, really good thing. And hopefully what you do is you start get to the point where there are no more peasants-ish in your land. I've got quite a few unemployed. I'm not entirely sure why they're unemployed, but you know, sometimes. I did not know you could right click on a province and do this. Oh, that would have been easy. That would have been, oh, you can even diplomacy stuff like that as well. Oh, for goodness sake, right. Well, there we go. I think military is probably the next thing for me to figure out now and work out where, you know, killing things is a good thing, where it's not a good thing. I think, like, for instance, I could produce more military bases. You know what? Just for the hell of it, I'm just going to produce a ton of military bases here briefly and just see what this does to my prestige. I mean, it's slowly bringing up the naval amount. Does this Navy power projection? Yeah, man of wars. I think I'm building some of those from my shipyards. Yeah, I am. So I think doing this basically is just giving me the option to, yeah, just do more, which is cool. Oh, I just had a customs union thrown at me. Okay, I've joined the UK's customs union. Okay, my market's just doing all kinds of crazy things now, and I feel like probably everything is just readjusted majorly, but I think I now have access, yeah, I'm in the British market now. Huh. Well, that would give me a lot more access to everything without there needing to be any trading, so maybe that's a pretty cool thing. Oh, my state is still in turmoil. That hasn't changed. I think that's a pretty major thing that I've just done there, and that could have massively changed how my GDP is working itself out. Look, that's taken a bit of a dive working that stuff out. I'm sure it would stabilize itself over time, but yeah, maybe that's not something just to accept blindly like I just did. Oh, and now I'm in I'm a subject of them now. Am I now? Huh. Is that a thing? Okay. Well, in that case, how do I get out? I don't want to be in your custom regime anymore. Can I do this? Oh no, I just realized I'm losing 100,000 people from my province to everywhere in the world. Oh dear. I think I've, yeah, okay, so we've got two problems, radicals and military. We'll figure this stuff out. Anyway, you're learning with me. Hope you enjoyed this. It was really, really good fun. I'm really enjoying this game, but my word, there are some mechanics here that I am just not sure. See you all next time. Goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, I Am, Salty Tech, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Doughboy91, Sean Gratis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Amir EC, Henry, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boy Zorro, Callum Billy. Thank you for all of your support and everybody that supports the channel generally. You're all brilliant. Thank you.